Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp here on ASTV. My name is Mike Gould. I'm back with you for the sixth game of our slate on May 6th, the day 2 of this tournament, where we have Team White A facing off against Team Gray. Should be a good one here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. Three 22-minute runtime periods coming your way between these two teams who we've seen play multiple times already throughout this tournament, and still lots more to prove, lots more to show in front of all sorts of different onlookers, including scouts and us here in the broadcast booth on Amateur Sports Television. This is ASTV, or amateursports.tv. Getting ready for the opening puck drop at center ice, and face-off goes to Team White, and they dump it in. Giving chase down low is Sachs, Carter Sachs, trying to steal the puck away for Team White, but Team Gray will try to clear. They get it out to center, and coming through the middle there was Krawchuk. Krawchuk, but a late offside call, so play is stopped. There will be a face-off outside Team White territory with about 25 seconds elapsed here in the first period. Starting goaltenders for this game on ASTV. For Team Gray, we have Bryce Ilkan in goal, wearing number 35. And we'll get the identity of the starting Team White goaltender to you shortly. Now carrying the puck for Team White. One hand on his stick, getting the puck in. That was Govan Dillon. Battle down low in the Team Gray zone, and Gray comes away with it. Skating it out to center there was Jackson Murphy, and now it comes over toward the White bench. Coming off to play it back, there was Colton Halave. They go D to D. With it now is Dillon. Dillon looks through the middle. That pass doesn't connect, but they're going to wave off icing. It goes on goal, and playing it there was the goaltender, Ilkan. Now defenseman for Team Gray, de Guzman jumping up on the rush, but he's stymied, at least momentarily. Now he's battling for it down low, at least his teammates are. He's resumed his position up at the point. Team White has it down low in its own zone, and with it there is Halave. Played out to the middle and dumped in by Team White. Going after it is Duerksen. Team White keeps it in. Duerksen gives chase down low, and Team Gray tries to clear, and they do successfully. Coming down the right now for Team Gray is Binner. Binner makes a move to the middle. Looks back, and trying a one-timer there was Keelan Wyke. Wyke was our player of the game in the last game we broadcast with Team Gray earlier today. And now Team White tries to break it out. But Team Gray keeps it in. Long shot there. Deflected en route. Covered up by Team White. And there will be a face-off inside White territory with 19:39 to go here in the first period. Face-off won by Gray. Comes out to the point. Long shot there. That was taken by Wolftail. Went high over the net. And it appears that is Colton Phillips starting in goal for Team White. Puck dumped in by Team White, and Gray back to retrieve it. First to it there was Bergwall, and he has it now. Bergwall down the left side into the middle. Pass it over to Andrew. Mateo Andrew is dropped in the near side corner. Battle for it down there, and White's able to clear it out. Goes the length of the ice for an icing call against Team White, so the face-off will be inside their territory with over 3 minutes gone here in the opening period. Face-off, and a bit of a scramble there. The puck is pressed up against the end boards in the Team White zone, and picking it up there was McCallum. His pass didn't quite connect, and Team White's going to try and clear. They do, just past the blue line, and now they're on it. Here they come through the middle, down the right side, looking to make a play, and stealing it away for Team Gray there was Nathan McGahey. Now that pass through the middle is deflected into the offensive zone for Team Gray by Brett Krawchuk on goal, and it's covered up there by Phillips. He'll hold on for a face-off inside White territory. Coming in to take the draw there for Team Gray is Caleb Binner. Binner, a right-handed center, gets ready and wins it back to his point man. McGahee's long drive deflects high, and battle ensues on the near side boards. We'll see who comes away with it. It's sent down low in the Team White zone. There to pick it up is Charles Robertson. And White cannot clear, but now Gray inadvertently sends it out to the neutral zone. They regroup, backing up in their own end and clearing it out to center, where it's picked up there by Robertson, who flips it back in. Giving chase for Team White is Sachs, but getting there first for Team Gray is de Guzman. De Guzman spins and turns it over. White keeps it in momentarily. Yes, they do at the point. Nice little move, but now it's chipped out, and Team Gray has numbers. Down the left side, here comes Bracco. Bracco has White, but that pass is picked off, and now White has it in tight. That shot is turned aside by Phillips. Now White does clear, and here they come down the right side. It's Carter Peters. Passes it, and tipping it just wide there was Carter Sachs. He throws a shot that hits the side of the net, and now Team Gray will try to clear. They can't. It's kept into the point, and Peters has it down low for Team White. He's all by himself, but Peters still battling for it against two Team Gray defenders. Now swooping in to take it for Team Gray is Riley Bracco. He'll bounce it out to center, where it's intercepted by a Team White defender, but then it's taken right back by Keelan Wyke. Wyke is pressed up against the boards, and Team White gets it back, but now there's a whistle and a stoppage as a result of a hit in front of the Team Gray bench. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty called on the play. It'll be against Team Gray. It'll be Caleb Binner going off for boarding with 16:10 to play in the opening period. Team White's about to go up by a player. So we have our game's first power play here on ASTV. It's the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp, and Team White wins the draw. Over to the far side, they survey. And that shot is swallowed up by the goaltender for Team Gray, Bryce Ilken, prompting a face-off in Gray territory with 1:45 to play on this man advantage. Team White wins it cleanly. Duerks into the point, and now Gray pokes it down the ice, as that was Bergwall who got his stick in there. Out to play the puck for Team White is the goaltender Phillips. Gets it up to his player on the near side, but it's taken away by Team Gray, and they'll just take as much time off the clock as they can before firing at the length of the ice. Once again, Phillips out of his net to play it. He leaves it for his defender, who looks up ice and gets the play started. Here they come. It's Team White across the line. With it is O'Neill. He stops up, gets it up to the point. Now the left side, it's Hlave. Hlave hesitates and fires a pass that bounces off his teammate, but White's still in possession. It's Duerksen up top. Duerksen weaving to the right. Duerksen still in possession down low. Now he gets it up to Hlave. Hlave with the puck. Tries to find his man on the far side, but it's picked off by Team Gray, and they'll send it once again the length of the ice. Down to just 35 seconds remaining on this Team White power play. They pick the puck up in their own zone, and here they come down the right side. Streaking into the zone down the right, and now below the goal line. Team White still in control of the puck. The pass in front. A one-time shot. Looked like it went off the mask of the goaltender, Ilkan, off that great drive by Riley Lund. White still with the puck, and there's a shot that deflects high over the net. Picking it up off the far side boards is Mateo Andrew. He'll go back below his goal line, find his defenseman with the pass, and he dodges a hit. But now a turnover, right in tight there as Lund fires one just wide of the goal. Team White picks it up again as we're back to five-a-side hockey. So no goals on that first power play of this game, and we're still knotted up at zeros. Down the left side for Gray is Binner. He takes a shot that flutters wide of the goaltender Phillips, and now a collision down low. Not sure who got the worst of that one. White carries it out. Here they come. Down the right side and dumped in. Deflected off the stick of Lund down low. And first to get it there for Team Gray is McGahee. Over to the far side. And it deflects all the way down the ice. No icing, of course, as it bounced off two players, one from each team. And White's back to get it. On in his bone. Gets it up the far side, but picked off by Team Gray. And with it now is McCallum. McCallum couldn't get a shot off, and first to get it there for Team White is Ryderbone. But once again, it's picked off by Team Gray, as that was Krawchuk who put it down low. Another opportunity for White to clear it out. They can't, and maybe third time will be the charm for Bone. No, it will not, as Gray keeps it in one more time. Forechecking down low is Krawchuk. Comes up the near side, and Bracco takes it for Team Gray. Bracco has it down low. Has multiple options. It's Riley Bracco still with the puck. Cross seam pass, a shot, and a nice save made by the goaltender Colton Phillips. Off that drive for the defenseman who crept in from the point, Nathan McGahey. Now Bracco has the puck stripped away from him by Team White's forward Carter Sachs, but there to back him up was McGahey, who prevented a scoring chance for Team White, and now with it is Everett Wolftail. But White steals. Potential chance upcoming here for Team White. Puck up to the point, and it's taken by Govan Dillon, who escapes a pursuing forward, and then puts it down low where it's picked up by Carter Peters. Dillon couldn't pick it up, and now Gray will look to try and clear as it's taken by Krawchuk, who rims it up the near side boards, picked off by Carter Sachs. Put down low for Cade Bone. That pass misses Sachs, but it's kept in by Team White. As coming off the bench there was Hlave. But the whistle is blown. Not sure what the call is. It might have been offside, or no, the net is off its moorings inside the Gray zone, so the faceoff will be inside Gray territory with 11:45 to go here in the first period. Scramble draw in the Team White offensive zone, and Gray comes away with it. They flip it weakly out to center. There to pick it up for Team White is Colton Hlave. Hlave making some nice moves, gets it out to Duerksen. Duerksen retreats back into his own zone and now carries it up through the middle. Duerksen streaking in, tries to pull off a move. He does. Duerksen shoots. Nice save. The rebound's still loose, and now it's covered up by the goaltender, Bryce Ilkan. Another faceoff coming up inside the Gray territory with just over 11 to play here in the opening period. Here on ASTV, where we're broadcasting the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex on the beautiful Tsuut'ina Nation. Face-off won by Team Gray in the defensive zone. Just about kept in by White at the blue line, but now it's dumped in by Team Gray. In after it is Liam Bergwall, who gets it down low to his partner Jackson Murphy up on the forecheck. Comes up to the point where it's just barely kept in by Team Gray. Now it escapes the zone and comes to the far side for Team White. It's Hlave with the puck, who retreats back into his own territory. Hands it to his defenseman, who looks up ice. That stretch pass misses. That's going to go the length of the ice for an icing call. Not sure about that one. I thought maybe one of the Gray defenders could have touched it, but nevertheless, the faceoff will come back into White territory with now just over 10 remaining on the clock and ticking down, down, down. Remember, it's run time here at the 2022 Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp. Team Gray has the puck off the offensive zone draw, and it's Caleb Benner who has it on the far boards. Rims it down low for Mateo Andrew to give chase, but White gets there first rather easily. But they backhand the puck all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call once again against Team White. Next face-off will be to the left of the Team White goaltender, Colton Phillips, with Team Gray looking to score the first goal of this hockey game here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. Taking the draw here for Team Gray is Ethan Hahn, and he loses it. White has the puck down low below the goal line, and with it is Liam O'Neill. Now it's chipped out to center by Team White, and streaking onto it is one of their forwards. That's number 25 on our sheet. We don't have the identity of number 25 or number 19 on Team White, so we'll just do our best to call the play. The puck comes in tight where it's patted aside by Bryce Ilkan. Now down low in control of the puck is Team Gray's Cole Bradley. Or pardon me, that's Zabda Guzman wearing number 3. And now up high, the puck squirts out of the White attacking zone. We'll see if Gray's able to do anything with it. Kicking it to his skate there is Ethan Hahn, and he's decked. A massive hit there by Team White. This game's getting physical. Play continues in the neutral zone, and now there's a whistle on the play. We'll see if there's a penalty coming up. It remains to be seen. Looks like it will indeed be against Team Gray, so Team White to the power play here with 8:20 to play in the opening period. Or pardon me, it might be coincidental minors. So scratch that last statement. Might be it remains 5-on-5 hockey for the next, well, until the next penalty is called. And those players will be sitting in the box for 2 minutes or less. Well, no, 2 minutes. They'll be sitting in the box for 2 minutes. Oh, no, there is an extra penalty up on the board, so not an extra player in the box, however. Maybe that's incorrect. I don't think there should be a penalty up on the board. I think it's just 5-on-5. Should be just coincidental minors, I believe, but we don't have access to official calls up here in our broadcast booth. Now coming down the left side for Team Grey, that was Riley Bracco. Sends the puck down low, and fighting for it is his teammate, Spencer McCallum. McCallum still getting at it. Puck comes up high. Team Grey tries to get the shot off. That was Krawchuk, who just had it escape him. Now at the puck is Everett Wolftail, who dumps it in. Deflected into the corner there by White defenseman Ryder Bone. White tries to clear, but it's kept in there by Team Grey. Now second chance will also be kept in up top. Comes to the right side. That's McGahey, and his shot is held onto by Colton Phillips for yet another face-off. It remains 5-on-5 here at 7 Chiefs Sportsplex with 7:11 to play between Teams Grey and Team White A. Face-off upcoming to the left of the White goaltender Phillips. Shot from the point by Wolftail goes well high in the net, and we'll see if White's able to clear. They can't. It's sent down low, and pursuit is Keelan White. Rims around the near side, and this time it does get out. Down the left side for Team White comes Sachs. The puck's knocked off his stick, and Grey will get it to the line and out. And streaking toward the puck for Grey is Bergwall. Bergwall chips it in. Out of his net to play it is Phillips. And Phillips fires it down the near side where it's picked up by Team Grey only for a moment. Now they get it back. Comes up to the left point. Long shot there to flex high in the air, and it's caught by Colton Phillips for yet another face-off inside the White defensive zone. .6:10 to go in here in the first period. Still looking for this game's first goal, with Grey lining up in the attacking zone for this upcoming face-off. It's Maddox Sagan in to take it. And he'll win it. Bergwall comes in to pick it up. Bergwall fighting for it along the far side boards. And now it's Sagan down low. Sagan, his pass in front was blocked, but he gets it back. Sends it to the point where it's taken by de Guzman. Sends it off the boards down low, and in pursuit of it there was White, but it's sent over to the White defenseman and chipped out of the zone. Back to get it for Team Grey is de Guzman. He's got 2 forecheckers on him, and his pass is intercepted by Team White in the neutral zone. And Team White sends it in, but they'll have to tag up. That's a delayed offside call, and that'll give Grey plenty of time to clear the zone. Puck into White territory now, and they'll look up ice. Long stretch pass, doesn't quite connect there with the forward Noah Duerksen, and they'll call an icing call on that play. So yet again another face-off inside White defensive territory. 5:07 to go here in the first period. We're here at the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp on day 2 of this tournament at 7 Chiefs Sportsplex at the 7 Chiefs Sportsplex at Tsuut'ina Nation, just outside the city of Calgary, Alberta, where it's been an excellent day full of hockey. This is our 6th game on this ice surface already. White can't get it out, but now they steal the puck from Grey in their attacking zone, and here comes Halave making some moves through the middle. Halave down the right side now, and still in pursuit of the puck. He steals it away. Halave down low. Bounces it off the boards, keeps it for himself. Halave trying to flip it through a bunch of guys. Maybe took it a bit too far and loses the puck there. Now McGahey chips it over to Wolftail. Gets it up the near side boards to Binner. And Binner down the far side. Picked up by Andrew. Andrew dumps it in. Phillips out of his goal to play it. Rims it around the near side where it's kept in by Team Grey. That shot was taken by Wolftail well wide of the net, but Phillips was still working on getting back to it. Now White sets up below the goal line, and they'll just take their time figuring out how to get out of this zone. And starting out with it there is Dillon. Dillon hauled down, no call on the play, and Grey will try to get it back in. Now it's taken back by White in neutral territory, but then Grey steals it once more. Puck's still up for grabs over there, and finally Grey gets a hold of it again. Puck sent in. On the forecheck there is Spencer McCallum for Team Grey, and Grey steals it. down low. That pass to the middle didn't quite connect, and White takes it back the other way. White carries it in, and wide open there on the left side was Sachs. He tried to get it. Still kept in by White. There's a shot and a goal. Team White A opens the scoring at the with 3:03 to play here in the first period. They're up to 1-0 over Team Gray, and it's number 49 who scores that one. We don't have his name on our sheet, so that's all we can tell you for now, other than that it's a 1-0 lead for White A. Captain at the point and sent over to Carter Peters on the right side. Peters spins away, tries to get his man up at the point with the pass, but it's picked off. White still sends it down low, though. Back to get it for Team Gray is Cole Bradley. Sends it up the near side for Spencer McCallum. Reverse back in the direction of Bradley, and now goes over to De Guzman. De Guzman spins away from a forechecker, and now White steals it only for a moment. And Gray will look to clear. Here they come. It's Caleb Binner down the right side. Binner into the middle, and that pass just fooled Brett Krawchuk a little bit there as he was going right down Broadway. And now White steals the puck. They might have a breakaway. In on goal is Carter Peters. Pardon me, that was Carter Sachs, and he sent it high over the goal. Now Peters has it down low. He gets it up high to O'Neill. Liam O'Neill looks up and finds his man in the slot. Backhanded toward the goal by Spilkin, and that one went wide. Now down low, Gray has it, and they rip it around the boards. Now cut through the middle, and they cleared out barely to center. Back into Gray territory. They pick it up once again, and here they come, one-on-one. It's the defenseman up on the rush. Sorry, that was a forward. That was taken by Bracco, and it just missed the net, not by much. Bracco gets it up ahead to his teammate. Coming down the right side, that's Wyke. Into the middle. Taken there by Sagan, but it was knocked off of his stick, and here comes White with numbers back the other way. Here they come into the zone. Wide open down the middle. Looking for that pass was O'Neill, but it just missed him. He was driving towards the far post, but couldn't get his stick on that puck. White has the puck in the zone once again, but it's taken away by Gray and sent up the far side boards, but it's kept in by Team White. It's Hlave on it. Backhands it down low, but it's picked off by Team Gray, and they poke it into the offensive zone. Back to retrieve it for Team White is Ryder Bone. As we're into the final minute of play here in the first period at Seven Chiefs Arena between teams White A and Gray. White A up 1-0 early in this one. Now Hlave carries it in. Hlave trying to do it all by himself, but he's rubbed off the puck there by Cole Bradley, and Gray will try to clear. Gray down the right side, that's Maddox Sagan, who drops it for Wyke. And now from the point, a long shot there by Wolftail is stopped by Colton Phillips. Gray still has the puck, and here he comes down Broadway. Nice save there by Phillips once again off that shot by Maddox Sagan. And that'll do it for the first period here between teams Gray and White A on day 2 of the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp at the Seven Chiefs Sportsplex on ASTV. After one period of play, Team White A leads Team Gray 1-0. We'll be back with you on ASTV in just a couple of minutes. And we're just about ready to go here for the second period of action between teams White A and Gray at the Seven Chiefs Sportsplex on day 2 of this Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp. My name is Mike Gould. Glad to have you with us as getting ready for the opening puck drop with Team White ahead 1-0 in this one. Lining up for the draw for Team White is Carter Peters, but Gray comes away with it. Bit of a scramble inside the Gray defensive zone. Battle along the near side boards. We'll see who comes away with it. It's in Gray possession, and they have the puck down the right side. 3-on-3 through the neutral zone, and that dump and attempt bounces off a skate off the end glass. Now White carries it out. That's Cade Bone who's knocked off the puck, and it comes back into White territory. With it is Charles Robertson. And now White has it again out at center. It's flipped into Gray territory. Back to get it there is Nathan McGahey. And he still has it, gets it out, but he has his stick lifted there by Lund. Lund tries to make a move, has it taken away from him. And it's in the feet of a couple of players there before it's taken out by Team Gray. Down the left side, it's Binner. Binner cutting wide as the puck knocked off of his stick, and Dillon picks it up for Team White. Govind to Dillon with the puck. Skates it into the offensive zone, but loses it on the deke attempt. Now Dillon gets it back on the near side boards and tries to find his man in the slot. Nobody there, and Team Gray clears it out. Chipping at it is McCallum for Team Gray. He has the puck below the goal line, gets it into the slot, and nobody's there for Team Gray, so Team White will skate it out. Leading the charge there is Charles Robertson. Gray takes it back and now potentially looking for a breakaway. Lots of room there for Bracco. Bracco all alone, and he shoots it just wide. That close for Riley Bracco, looking to tie this one up at 1. Puck cleared out, just hop over to the stick of Everett Wolftail out of the blue line, and it's sent back into White territory, where back to get it there was Robertson. His clearing attempt goes all the way down the ice. No icing on the play. It took a carob on its way down there. Now Bracco has it again, but this time he has a lot less room through the neutral zone. Goes 1-on-3, but now picking it up off the turnover is Murphy. Murphy to the far side for Krawchuk, and it's kept in just barely at the point. Now Bracco has a lot more room again. In front, and it's a missed wide open net by Keelan Wyke. And now Bracco drops his man in the near corner. An eventful shift for Riley Bracco, capped off by a huge body check along the boards. Now down low, Team White trying to make something happen to potentially double its lead. With the puck now is Sachs. His long shot is held onto by the goaltender. It's Bryce Ilkan who makes the stop. .19:10 to play here in this second period. White lining up for an offensive zone draw. Pushed forward there by Duerksen, and he has the puck down low, but it's taken away from him by Team Gray. Oh, that was dangerous, and luckily for Ilkan, he got the puck over to Nathan McGahey. And now Gray leads the charge through the middle. It's McGahey who makes a nice move. Has the puck down the left side, and now it's just out of his reach, and here comes White the other way. Potential odd man rush. It's Duerksen who has it. Duerksen down the right side. Duerksen makes the pass, and it bounces off a Gray skate out of harm's way. Now through the middle, it's Gray on an odd man rush. It's Hahn down the left side. Hahn! And it's stopped by the goaltender, Colton Phillips, off that nice shot by Ethan Hahn. End-to-end action in this one early in the second period, but we're still stuck at the 1-0 score from the first period. Team White A, the one in the lead here on ASTV. Face off in the Gray attacking zone. They fire it wide. Picking it up on the far side boards, but not able to clear it out as Team White. Once again, keeping it in for Team Gray at the right point is de Guzman. Sends it down low where it's picked up now by Mateo Andrew. Andrew reverses it, giving chase is Spencer McCallum, and now on it is Caleb Binner. Back up high to de Guzman. Goes D to D. Now Jackson Murphy with it. Murphy shoots, and a nice glove save through traffic by Colton Phillips. Off the draw, a scramble along the near side boards, and Coming away with it is Team Gray. A shot from the point there by Murphy goes wide, and now Team White will try to get it out. They can, and now in control of it is Peters, who dumps it in on goal. Knocked aside there by the goaltender Ilkan. Hard on the forecheck is Team White, but Gray picks it up, and here comes McCallum. McCallum down the right side, stops up and tries to find his man streaking down the middle. That was Murphy. Murphy into the slot, and nobody's there for Team Gray. Chopped out back to center by Team White, and Gray will try to regroup. They dump it back in, and giving chase is Liam Bergwall. Leaves it for Bracco. Back down low to Bergwall. Bergwall. Bracco in there to help, and nothing doing. Now Bergwall gives it to Murphy. Murphy down low. Bergwall couldn't pick it up, and now White able to clear. It's Peters just getting it across the line. Now hard on the forecheck there was Sachs, and Peters in there to help out, but a big hit as leveled was Sachs off that check by Everett Wolftail. Team Gray looks to clear, but it's kept in at the point. Hard slap shot unleashed there by Van den Hooten. Stopped, and the puck now comes back out to the point. Unable to keep it in there was Ryder Bone. Bone, long saucer pass, and now potential to get behind the defense was Team White. It's impeded progress there by Team Gray, and a very delayed offside call, so there will be a face-off outside Gray territory now with 15:34 to play in the middle period. Another face-off upcoming. And off the draw, Team White takes control. Down the right side comes Dillon, but it's taken over by Team Gray. On the far side, it's Wolftail who tries to clear, and now it's Bracco who gets it out to center. Chipped in by Krawchuk. Krawchuk has Bergwall driving toward the net, but he can't get the pass off. Bergwall comes to pick it up. Gets down low to Krawchuk, goes through his legs, and he'll battle for it down low. Comes up the near side, and White will try to clear. A big hit thrown there, but White's still in control of the puck. Battling for it on the near side is Carter Peters. Peters to Sachs. Carter Sachs up high for Robertson. Robertson fakes a shot, now throws it down low. Peters on it. In front to Sachs, can't get the shot off. Sachs has Peters right there with him. Sachs still looking. Sachs shoots it from a sharp angle, turned aside by the goaltender Ilkan. The rebound was loose there for a moment, but White couldn't get it on net. Now White takes it back in front. Sachs has it down low, but he can't get the shot off. And Gray fires it off the glass and out into neutral territory. With just over 14 minutes left on the clock here in the second period of this one, with Team White still enjoying a 1-0 lead. Gray trying to make something happen in the offensive zone here. Bitter battling for it along the far side. Coming in to help out there is Maddox Sagan. Sagan and Binner also chipping in, doing his share with Sagan still around. Binner and Sagan trying to muscle it forward for Team Gray. Now finally it comes loose, and skating forward with purpose here is Hlave for Team White. Hlave tries to pull off a nice move but loses the puck, and it comes back out to center ice. White sends it back in, and Wolftail picks it up for Team Gray up the far side, and here comes Team Gray across the blue line. Nice shot there, and an even better glove save by Colton Phillips. He holds on with 13:16 to play here in the middle period. Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone, and Team Gray comes away with it, but that D-to-D pass came into neutral territory, so Gray's forced to back up, and now a turnover. All alone in front is Team White. A move off the post. And now the play is blown down. Not sure what the call is here. That looked like it went off the post down low. Team White player left all alone. It was sitting in the crease. It was cleared away, and no goal calls signaled. Not sure the reason for the stoppage, but either way, it remains 1-0 with 12:20 to play here in the second period. Duerksen taking the draw for Team White, but Gray comes away with it. Gray looks up ice and stretch pass there to flex off a stick. White dumps it back in and out to play it is the goaltender, Ilkan, for Team Gray. He leaves it for de Guzman. De Guzman flips it through the middle, and now Gray loses it, but it's stuck in the skates of a White player. Now White gets it in across the blue line, taken right back by Gray. Up the near side, White has it, gets it through the middle, but it's poked back into the Gray zone by a White player, and Gray forced to regroup. Making some moves down low with it is Binner. Hands it over to de Guzman, and now a player was streaking behind the defense. That was White who was calling for it, but it didn't go to him. Now Gray finally clears, and it comes out to the Seven Chiefs logo at center ice, where White will pick it up and carry it back in. 1-on-4 down low, and aptly Gray takes it away. Now through the middle comes the Gray forward, Maddox Sagan. Sagan cutting in through the middle, and that shot just goes wide of the net. White picks it back up, and they'll look to get it out to center. Carrying it forward is O'Neill. O'Neill down the left side and tries to feather a pass through the middle. Nobody was there, but O'Neill still battling for it down low, steals it away. Now he's helped out by one of his teammates. That's Carter Sachs also in there to help out for Team White. And it looks like Team Gray will take it away, however, and they'll try to break it out now of their own end. White stops their forward progress at the center line, but Gray won't let them dump it in. Now finally they do, and back to take it for Team Gray is Jackson Murphy. He goes D to D, and now a long stretch pass off the boards. Taking it in now is McCallum. McCallum down the right side, doesn't shoot, and gets angled towards the corner. His pass to the middle is picked off by Team White. Now racing down the left side comes Peters. Peters down the left. His shot is sticked aside by the goaltender Bryce Ilkan. Both teams battling for it along the near side boards with now just over 10 minutes to play here in the second period. Next whistle, we'll see goaltender changes on both sides in this 1-0 hockey game in favor of Team White. Long stretch pass by Team White out to center ice. Striding forward there is Carter Sachs. Sachs makes a nice move, but it's poke checked off of him by Bryce Ilkan. Gray can't clear it, but now they do off the missed pass by Team White, but it's sent right back into the Gray zone. Back to get it for Team Gray is Cole Bradley. Bradley rims it up the near side boards, and it's feathered through the middle by Team Gray, and they manage to get it out. Sent right back in by Team White, but back to get it for Team Gray is Cole Bradley. Bradley's pass through the middle misses, and White will try to make something happen as they have the puck shallowly inside their own zone. Spinning away from a forechecker there was Brandon Spilkin for Team White, and he gets it back to Robertson. Robertson has it. That long stretch pass, Karam's off the boards, and here comes Bohm. Bohm stops up, hands it off to Spilkin. Spilkin has his stick lifted, and that pass by Bracco misses everybody. It goes the length of the ice for an icing call, and finally, with 8:53 to play in the second period, we should get new goaltenders on the ice for both teams. Looks like there will be just the one replacement in this game as opposed to all the other ones we've called. So only Team Gray will replace its netminder as Hudson Davies comes in to replace Bryce Ilkan. Staying in there for Team White is Colton Phillips. Off the offensive zone draw. Halave has the puck down low for Team White, trying to make something happen, showing us some flashy moves, and rims the puck around the boards where it's picked up by Duerksen. But Craig clears it out, and now there's a foot race at center ice. In after it is Wyke. Wyke can't pick it up, and back checking there for Team White nicely was Halave. Halave cuts through the middle, gets it up the near side for Duerksen. Duerksen makes a nice move to the left side, being hassled from behind, but Duerksen's still battling for it down low. Duerksen has Spilkin with him, and the puck instead comes over to a Team Gray player who will skate it out all by himself and dump it in. That was Zab de Guzman, who will now go off for a change. Puck in Gray possession down low in the attacking zone. That reverse pass is picked off by Team White. They'll clear it to the line, but not out. Kept in by McGahey. Second opportunity also kept in by Team Gray, and now there's a player behind the defense, but he couldn't get a shot on net. Puck battle on the near side and taken by Team Gray. A shot there by Hahn was blocked, and White will get it to safety. They'll just dump it in and go off for a line change. Davies leaves it for his defenseman behind the gray net. Long stretch pass doesn't go anywhere, but no icing called on the play, so back to retrieve it for Team White is Liam O'Neill. Now O'Neill battling for it down low, but Gray takes the puck away, comes up top for Murphy. Murphy shoots, and it's gloved by the goaltender Colton Phillips. He'll hold on for a defensive zone draw in the White zone with 6:46 to go in the second period. Lining up to take the draw for Team Gray in the offensive end is Ethan Hahn. He's flanked by Mateo Andrew and Spencer McCallum. But White comes away with the puck. They get it out to center, and they're able to get it across the gray blue line as well. Chasing the puck on the near side for Team White is Riley Lund. Hassled from behind by Everett Wolftail. But White still in control of the puck down low. Not anymore, as Gray will look to skate it out. That pass deflects out to center where it's Mateo Andrew after it. He has the stick knocked out of his hands. No call on the play. That one's chopped toward the goal. Stopped. And now White will clean it up. They take it out to center. Down the right side. Speeding after it with the back-checking defenseman Jackson Murphy also in the battle. White in control in the offensive zone. Carrying it down low into the slot. The one-timer. And a nice save. Another shot. And another good save by Hudson Davies. Still with the puck there is O'Neill. Gets the puck down low, and it doesn't connect. Battle along the far side, and White remains in possession. Rimmed down low. Picked up by the Gray defenseman Everett Wolftail, and he'll fire at the length of the ice. That'll be a easy icing call against Team Gray. Time continues to tick down late in the second period as we continue to broadcast the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp on ASTV. Once again, I'm Mike Gould here with you, and we're glad to have you along as this game continues late in the second period with Team White still enjoying a 1-0 lead. Gray looking to change that. They'll try to break the puck out of their own zone, and they will. And here comes Bracco. Bracco tried to find his man in the middle. Now he goes across the crease, and they score. Just like that, off the nice feed by Riley Bracco, Team Gray ties this one up, and it's Brett Krawchuk right on the doorstep who tapped it home past Colton Phillips. So it's a 1-1 hockey game, and off the face-off at center ice, it comes over to the near side in front of the Gray bench. Reversed back into the White zone, and a turnover as Krawchuk picks it up. Krawchuk takes it to the right circle and now gets it up to the point for Bradley. Back to Krawchuk. Krawchuk leaves it there for Bracco. Bracco has options. Into the slot, a nice shot, and another save. 2 saves there for the goaltender, Colton Phillips. Off those opportunities by Brett Krawchuk. Now down the right side for Team White is Sachs. Goes in on goal and wisely covered up there by the goaltender, Hudson Davies for Team Gray. Face-off upcoming in Gray territory with 3:38 to play here in the second period. This one's knotted up at 1 after that last goal by Brett Krawchuk. Noah Duerksen to take the draw, and he pushes it forward. Now it comes up to the point where it's Dillon who grabs it. But now he loses it, and here comes Gray the other way. It's White who gets over to the right side, and Gray skates it in. Long shot there is gloved by the goaltender. That's Colton Phillips, who will hold on again for another face-off inside White territory. Another face-off coming up. Lining up on the right side to take that draw was Maddox Sagan. And Gray has the puck off the draw in the offensive zone. Comes down low. Right circle, and that pass in front just missed its intended target. Now maybe an odd man rush for Team White out at center as down the right side there is Hlave. He cuts down low. Hlave surveys his different options, and then he loses the puck. With it through the middle now is Sagan. Sagan makes a nice move. Sagan now falls on his own accord, but White can't clear it. Second opportunity, gets up the far side boards. Hlave looks and cuts to the middle to buy himself some more time. Hlave across the red line, flips it in, and goes off for a line change, and he scores! Either one of the greatest goals you've seen or the worst goals you've seen. Either way, it's Colton Hlave from way downtown, putting Team White back up by 1. There's one you don't see every day. Colton Hlave, perhaps the lucky number 13 for Team White, puts his team up 2-1 with less than 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Well, not much you can do about that one if you're Hudson Davies in goal for Team Grey. Just got to shake that one off, and his teammates will be trying to score the tying goal here in the last minute and 30 of this second period. But White's able to get it out to center, and back to retrieve it there for Grey is Zab de Guzman. Long pass connects on the right side. It's Spencer McCallum. Pass to the middle, though, does not, and it's picked up there by Team White. Kept into the point. Team Grey. Long shot there. Gloved easily by Colton Phillips. He'll hold on as we're now approaching the final minute of play here in the second period on ASTV. Face off one in the O-zone by Team Grey. Another long shot, and it's deja vu. Another glove save by the Team White goaltender. Clock continues to tick down here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex, one of the nicest sporting facilities in the Calgary area, located here on the Tsuut'ina Nation, in the southwest portion of southwest portion around the city, I should say. And now White carries it out to center. Coming down the left side here is Lund. Lund fires, and it's a stick save there by the goaltender, Hudson Davies, who deflects it up into the netting behind him, so it'll be perhaps time for one last face-off inside the Grey zone with 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Time still ticking. White tries to push it forward. Grey will look to just clear it out, and that should do it here for the second period between these two teams at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. And off one of the wildest goals we've seen in quite a while, Colton Hlave makes it a 2-1 lead for Team White A. Well, we'll be back with you for the third and final period between these two teams here on ASTV at the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp in just a couple of minutes. And we're ready to go here for the third period of action between these two teams at the Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. With White taking the puck in the offensive zone very early on, and a nice glove save to start this period by Hudson Davies in Team Grey's net. Team Grey falling behind 2-1 late in that second period off a wild goal by Colton Hlave for Team White A. Lobbing the puck from center ice, and it seemed to fool the Team Grey goaltender and went in over his head. Almost akin to the goal that Tommy Salo gave up for Team Sweden at the 2002 Olympics. Now a puck battle down low below the goal line in the Team Grey zone. Grey comes away with it. They'll chop the puck through the middle, and here they come. It's Krawchuk with it. Krawchuk has Bracco. Poked away from him. Bracco picks it up as the trailer. Bracco driven into the boards over there, but Grey picks up the puck again. Comes up top, and it's Bradley. Long shot, and it's gloved by Colton Phillips for a face-off coming up in the Team White defensive zone. Thanks for joining us and sticking with us on ASTV for this game of the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp between teams White A and Grey at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. My name is Mike Gould, and I'm glad to have you with us as we continue on for the third period of this game. And it's a tight one, a one-goal contest, with the last goal being one of the most fortuitous or unlucky goals we've seen all tournament long. Now a pass into the middle is sticked aside there by the goaltender Davies into the corner. Comes up top for Team White. O'Neill steps in, fires, and that shot deflects wide. Picking it up is the latest goal scorer, Halave, who makes a slick move on the far side. Backhands it up top to nobody in particular, and it gets back out to center ice. White fires it right back in. Back to retrieve it for Team Grey is Jackson Murphy. Reverse pass picked up by his defense partner. That was de Guzman, who got it up the near side, but it's picked off by Halave. Sent back down low. De Guzman fights off a couple forecheckers and rims it back around for Murphy. And Grey will look to break out. Here they come through the middle of the ice and enters the offensive zone. Making some nice moves there was Maddox Sagan. Sagan still has it down low. Oh, tried to bank it off the goaltender as he was cutting behind the net, but it looked like it went off the side of the net instead. Now some nice jukes in the defensive zone made by Duerksen, and he'll carry the puck all by himself out to center ice, but it's taken away by Team Grey. They'll look to break it back in. Not very deep, however, and here comes Team White back the other way. Down the right side, 1-on-4, but cuts to the outside. Tries to flip it over top the goaltender, but he makes a nice save. Now firing it in for Team Grey was McCallum. White sends it right back out, and here they come through the middle. Maybe an odd man rush coming up. Carrying it in, but they're going to say that that was an offside play as Riley Lund entered the zone before his teammate, or pardon me, after his teammate who didn't have the puck. Face-off coming up in neutral territory with 5 players on the ice for both teams with 18:41 to play in regulation time. It's a 1-goal lead for Team White. Dumped in by Team White from center ice, and back to retrieve it is Everett Wolftail for Team Grey, but he's stripped of the puck, and Team White will look to make them pay. Shot from the right point, sails high over the goaltender, and it'll bounce in a big collision between 2 Team White players on the near side. Almost leads to a costly turnover. Now Grey will look to clear it. Battling for it down low, a couple players from each team. Swooping in is Cole Bradley, but he turns it over through the middle, and a move and a goal. A bang-bang play off a defensive zone turnover, and Carter Sachs makes them pay. It's a 3-1 game. So Sachs gives White its first multi-goal lead of the game, but Bracco has it. He has other ideas for Team Grey. Sends it in on goal where it's covered up there by the goaltender Phillips. And there will be a face-off inside the Grey attacking end. Bracco lining up to take the draw. He wins it back to the point. Picking it up there is McGahey, who will send it down below the goal line. White will try to clear, and they will, successfully out to center ice. Back to retrieve it once again for Grey is McGahey. Nathan McGahey stops up, sends it to his defense partner Murphy, kicks it to his stick and takes it below the net. Now finds his man in the middle, and here comes Bracco. Over to Krawchuk. Krawchuk is Bracco. Bracco can't quite get his stick on that puck. Bracco has it again for Team Grey. Backhand pass over to Krawchuk. Krawchuk down low into the slot, and that one looked like it bounced off a skate just wide of the net. Now chipped out to center, and we've got a foot race. In after it is Sachs. He has a goal in this game. It's Carter Sachs, and can't get a shot off. He had his stick lifted at the last second by a Team Grey backchecker. But White still has the puck in the attacking zone. That shot is blocked, and Grey will look to take it back the other way. They get it out to center ice, and now White retreats into their own zone. A shoving match ensues, and a slash after the play by the Team Grey forward, Brett Krawchuk. No penalty on the play. Now Dillon leaves it for his man Noah Duerksen, who's forward playing back, and now he leaves it once again for the defense for Team White as they look to break out. Comes back up to Duerksen on the left side. He'll chip it shallow into the Team Grey zone. Picked off. That's a clearing attempt that's intercepted, and it's a goal. A broken play in the offensive zone after a turnover by Team Grey leads to a tap-in for Noah Duerksen. And it's 4-1 for Team White. Neutral zone face-off, and Gray defenseman fans on the clearing attempt, but they get it out on their second try, and here comes Gray through the middle. Over to the right side for Binner. That shot is blocked, and White will look to reverse it the other way. That move by Duerksen didn't pan out, but he gets it back, and Duerksen's pass to the middle just misses. Comes to the point where it's O'Neill. Gets it over to Halave. He has a goal in this game. Halave's shot just deflects wide. Duerksen can't pick it up off the carom, off the end boards, and Gray will look to settle things down. Over the far side and now to the middle for Sagan. Sagan turns it over. Now it's Halave with it up top. Halave makes a move. Circles back. Now finds his man creeping in from the point. But he can't corral it, and Gray will pick it up. Although hassling down low is a couple of White forecheckers. Still not covered up. Still hacking away at it was Brandon Spilkin up on the play. A defenseman joining the rush, and covered up finally by the goaltender Hudson Davies. Face-off coming up in the Team Gray defensive zone. It's won by Team White. And they'll try to extend their lead to 4 goals here late in the third period. Gray gets to the point, not out. Kept in by Team White. Sent down low. There to pick it up for Team Gray is Jackson Murphy. He's dropped to the ice. Now a puck battle in the near corner. Gray comes away with it, and they backhand it out to center. O'Neill back on it for Team White. His saucer pass is intercepted by Team Gray, and they send it right back to Team White. That's Lund with it down the right side. Lund loses control of it. It's chipped back out to center by Mateo Andrew. And White will regroup. That pass is deflected over to O'Neill, who dumped it in for Team White. Out to play it for Team Gray is Davies. Gray can't clear, however, and there's going to be a battle behind the net for the puck. Stripping it away there was O'Neill. O'Neill still has it for Team White. Into the slot, and a shot, and it's stopped by the goaltender, Davies. Cleared the length of the ice, just wide of the goal, but there's not going to be an icing called on the play, so the flow will continue with less than 13 minutes to play here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. That's deflected off the netting that surrounds the ice surface, so there will be a face-off in the neutral zone with exactly 12:43 to play here in the third period. Face-off upcoming, and it's Riley Bracco leaning in to take the draw for Team Gray. He's been noticeable all night, despite his team trailing by 3. And it's sent in by Team Gray. Ricochets off a skate, but White back to pick it up. And on the near side, it's Sachs with it. Sachs can't get it past Bracco. Bracco creeps in with it. His shot is deflected just wide. On it now is Bergwall. Helped out there by Krawchuk. Big collision in the near corner. And White will skate it out, but they can't get it past the blue line. Gray will skate it in their own zone themselves before retreating back out. Bergwall to Bracco. Bracco, he shoots, and it's just high of the net. Now White does clear it into Gray territory. Back to retrieve it for Team Gray is McGahey. McGahey collides with a White forechecker down low, and now the puck's in the netting, and it's stuck in there, so they'll need to get a new disc onto the ice with 11:32 to play now in regulation time. They've retrieved the puck from the netting, so we're ready to go for a face-off in the Gray defensive zone. Lining up to take it for Team White, which leads by 3 goals. It's Noah Duerksen. Wins it to Halave. He overskates it, and Gray will look to clear. Kept in for a moment. Now it's skated out by Binner. Binner's pass over to the left side bounces off a skate, and it's taken over by Team White. Taking it is Duerksen with a full head of steam. Duerksen breaks it into the offensive zone and skates after it down low. Forces a turnover, and the puck comes to Spilkin, whose shot was turned aside by the goaltender Davies. He rims it around, and on it now is Duerksen, who can't find his man at the point, and now there's a 2-on-1 forming for Team Gray. Here they come over to the right side. It's Sagan, who shoots well high of the goal. Team White looking to clear as we're in the final 10.5 minutes here at 7 Chiefs Sportsplex. Leading the charge now is the defenseman Robertson, who carries it in, makes a nice move, still has control of the puck. Robertson retreats and now fires a weak shot that's picked off by Team Grey. Now there's a trip and mild protest there from Brandon Spilkin, but he'll go to the penalty box nonetheless. And with Team White leading by 3, they'll go down a player on the ice as Team Grey will go to the 5-on-4 power play. An opportunity perhaps for Team Grey to get back into this one is lining up to take the draw is Spencer McCallum, left-handed center, leaning in and off the scramble. It's White who comes away with it. Now down the left side, here they come, head of steam, a shot and a nice save made by Hudson Davies to keep his team within 3. Now down the ice comes McGahee into the zone down the left side, and he'll give chase down low. First to it is Liam O'Neill for Team White. His clearing attempt deflects just across the blue line, so Team Grey will have to tag up. Now another rush by Team White down the right side. Nice move made, cuts to the net, or cuts around it rather, and now the backhand pass up top comes out of the zone, but White doesn't care. They're trying to burn as much time off this power play for Grey as possible. Backhanding it in now is O'Neill, and it ends up being a collision between 2 Grey skaters. Hope everybody's all right, but this power play is not unfolding the way that Team Grey wants it to. Now here comes Team Grey. Spinning inside the offensive zone is Murphy, but he has the puck taken away from him by Lund. Lund skates after it. Tries to feather a pass through the middle, but can't get his stick on it. And Team Grey just wants to reset things with 50 seconds to go on this power play. Bracco makes a move with the puck and looks up ice. Feeds it over to Krawchuk. Krawchuk down the right. Krawchuk couldn't find the pass, and now he has it down low. Krawchuk up to the point. Now down low to Bracco, and his one-timer. He fanned on it. Doesn't go on net, but still fighting for it down low is Bergwall. Comes back over to Bracco in the near corner. Bracco has the puck roll off his stick, but coming in to pick it up is Bergwall. Comes up top, kept in by Grey, and down low it's Bracco with it. Oh, that cross-crease pass just missed Krawchuk for the tap-in. Now comes back up top to Guzman. To Guzman, over to Murphy. Murphy down low. With it now is Krawchuk. He spins and takes it down low below the goal line. Now back up high. That's intercepted by Team White. And coming out of the box, potential breakaway pass, diving for it, but he couldn't get back to his feet quickly enough. Coming out of the goal to stifle that breakaway opportunity was the goaltender Hudson Davies. Now Bracco through the middle. His pass didn't quite connect with Krawchuk, and White will send it the length of the ice. No longer killing a penalty. That'll be an icing call assessed to Team White. Face-off upcoming inside White territory. Lining up to take the draw for Team Grey is Maddox Sagan. Got a couple point man behind him, and Cole Bradley and Everett Wolftail. But White takes the puck off the draw, and they'll flip it out to center. Giving chase now is Peters. Peters backhands it just wide of the net. He crashes into the end boards, gets up a little bit gingerly, but he looks to be all right. Now the puck down low is Binner. Binner checked away from the puck, but there to help out is Bradley. Bradley over to Wolftail, who gets it up the far side boards, and Grey will break it out. Down the right side is Binner, makes a nice move. Binner still with the puck, into the slot. Binner fires and just misses the net. Puck down low in the White zone, and they'll bounce it off the glass. Takes a weird carom off the stanchion, and almost kept in by Team Grey. They'll have to tag up, and White will look to take it as leading the rush there for Team White is Carter Sachs. Sachs down the right side, tries to cut to the middle, but he has it poked off his stick there by Maddox Sagan. Now spinning with it to exit his own zone is Nathan McGahee, who gets it over to the right side, over for Wolftail, who finds his man Andrew, who deflects it into the zone. Back to get it for Team White, unable to clear, however, and second opportunity upcoming now for Noah Duerksen to get it out of the White zone. Finds his man Halave on the right side. He'll cut back into his own end and lose the puck. It's Andrew in tight, shoots. The rebound's loose, and it's still loose. Now it's covered up. No, it's not. It's still loose. It pokes free for the White back-checking forward, Noah Duerksen. That shot attempt by Team Grey deflects wide off the stick of Ethan Hahn. But still inside the White defensive zone. Now it's out, finally, after that scary sequence in their own goal crease. Sent in by Team White. Out to play it as the Grey goaltender Davies. Leaves it for his defenseman, who surveys the ice, assesses his different options, and spins away from a forechecker. That's to Guzman, who gets it up for Andrew, who chips it out to center. Sent right back in by Team White. Hard on the forecheck. There's the defenseman, Brandon Spilkin. But Grey steals it right back, and with it now is Hahn down low. Gets it over to his defenseman, Zabda Guzman, who flips it up to the blue line and out, where the Grey forwards will skate onto it. That pass towards Andrew was deflected away, and back to pick it up is Hlave for Team White. Hlave skates it out to center, now down the left side and still in control of the puck. Hlave cuts to the middle. Hlave doing it all by himself, now gets it to the point. Dillon gets it down low where it's picked up by Spilkin. Spilkin loses the puck, gets it into the slot though, and that one was shot wide by Duerksen. Now Duerksen in on it down low, calling for the puck up top, but Duerksen elects to take it himself. Loses the puck though, and Grey will flip it out to the blue line. Not out, kept in by Duerksen, but that's gloved down. That'll be called a hand pass with 4:17 to go here in regulation. Team White enjoying a 4-1 lead, and they'll have a face-off just outside the Team Grey defensive zone. Assembled crowd of probably about 100 people here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex, taking in this game between teams White A and Grey. Our 6th game of the day on this ice surface, 6th of 10. And Team White has the puck in its own zone. Hassled by a couple of Grey forecheckers, however, and Grey takes over below the goal line. It's Bergwall. Gets it up top for Bradley. Bradley has the puck and fires a shot that's deflected wide by Bergwall. Bergwall flips it towards the left point. Not kept in, and here comes Team White. Through the middle, here they come. Potential 2-on-1, but they fire it just wide. Now it's stolen below the goal line and poked towards the net, where it's covered up on the along the left post by the goaltender Hudson Davies. Face off one in the defensive zone by Team Grey. But they turn it over. Picked up at the point by the White defense. That long shot doesn't get through, but it comes right back to the defenseman. With the puck up there is Liam O'Neill, and now he's forced to retreat back into his own zone. His backhand pass doesn't really go anywhere, though, and Binner takes it down the left side. Binner's shot turned away by the goaltender Colton Phillips, who's allowed just one goal in this game so far. Impressive performance by the goaltender, who's played the full contest here at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex. Unusual for this tournament. Now Grey breaking it out. Down the right side comes Binner. Binner making a move just inside the blue line, has it taken away. And White brings it back the other way. It's carrying it across the blue line, but just offside as the winger for Team White stepped in just a foot ahead of the puck. 2:04 to go here in regulation time, and not much left to determine at Seven Chiefs Sportsplex, barring something almost entirely unforeseen here at this tournament. Lining up for Team White, they lose the draw, and Grey will try to clear it out. Andrew through the middle, gets it to Hahn. Hahn down the left side, surveys, carries it down towards the goal line, and his pass up high doesn't really connect with anybody. But it's kept in by Team Grey, and they battle for it along the far side boards. 3 Grey skaters, 2 White, and now it's chipped out to center. And with some room now is Duerksen down the right, but he bobbles the puck. Tries to find the streaking Spilkin through the middle, but it's taken over again by Team Grey. And now a big open ice collision. You could almost call that a charge by Vandenhouten. But no call, and now here comes White back the other way. It's Hlave down the right. Hlave drops it for Duerksen. Duerksen is clipped there a little bit by the Grey defender McGahey. And now a puck battle below the goal line. It's Duerksen with it. Duerksen into the high slot. Still has it on his backhand. Turns to his forehand and makes a nice move, breaking the ankles of the defender for Team Grey. Duerksen still has it. Now he loses it. And here comes Grey the other way. That pass misses the Grey skater who had fallen to the ice after being deked out by Duerksen. Seemed to want no part of that puck and can't blame him. Now the puck is sent the length of the ice by Team White. That'll be a icing call, but it probably won't matter as the time continues to tick down off the clock. We're down to just 25 seconds remaining here in the third period with Team White still enjoying a 4-1 lead. Probably just time for one more face-off for Team Grey and their attacking zone. Bracco lines up to take it. He wins it back, and we'll see if Grey can do anything with it. Bergwall had his stick lifted, and White will try to clear. They can't. It's kept in by Krawchuk. He sends it down low for Bracco. Bracco spins off a check and gets it into the slot. Almost a one-time chance. Now it comes up to de Guzman, but that'll do it. As the third period time has expired, that'll do it for regulation time. And after 66 minutes of play, it's Team White A pulling out a 4-1 victory over Team Grey. Well, that's about all the time we have here on ASTV. It's the Western Canada Hockey Exposure Camp, and as mentioned, the final score 4-1 for Team White over Team Grey. I've been Mike Gould here with you on the broadcast. Lots more hockey coming your way on ASTV, and stick around. We've got a few more matchups, 4 more on this ice surface for the rest of this May 7th. Well, wherever you're listening from or watching from, hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Hope you stick around for more, and either way, we hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.